The Girl in the Photograph. Chapter 1. The Thrift Store Find. Ethan, a photography enthusiast with a fascination for vintage technology, often visits thrift stores in search of hidden treasures. One rainy afternoon, he steps into a small, dimly lit shop tucked between two abandoned buildings. The air inside is thick with the scent of old books and dust. As he browses through a shelf of forgotten cameras, his eyes settle on a peculiar one, an old black and silver film camera with intricate engravings along its edges. He picks it up, feeling the cool metal against his skin, and notices that it's heavier than expected. A small tag dangles from its strap, $15, sold as is. Curious, Ethan inspects the camera and discovers a partially used roll of film still inside. A thrill of excitement rushes through him. Who knows what secrets it might hold? As he takes it to the counter, the shopkeeper, an elderly man with clouded eyes, examines him carefully. "Strange choice," the man murmurs, his voice hoarse. "That camera has a history. People say it captures more than just images." He chuckles dryly but doesn't elaborate. Ethan, assuming it's just another attempt at making the camera sound more mysterious, laughs it off. "Well, I love a good story," he replies, handing over the cash. The shopkeeper hesitates for a moment before sliding the camera into a brown paper bag. "Be careful what you capture," he warns again, his tone oddly serious. Ethan nods absent-mindedly, already imagining the eerie black and white photos he might develop from the old roll. Clutching his find, he steps out into the rain, completely unaware that his life is about to change forever. Chapter 2. The Darkroom Mystery. Eager to see what the old roll of film holds, Ethan carefully sets up his home darkroom, adjusting the red safe light and preparing the chemical trays. The scent of developer fills the air as he unwinds the fragile film and submerges it, waiting with anticipation. As the images begin to appear, he expects mundane shots, perhaps landscapes or forgotten family moments. Instead, his stomach tightens as he sees the first picture. A dimly lit room, eerily familiar. The next few frames reveal more details, and dread crawls up his spine as he realizes it's his own bedroom. His mind races to make sense of it. The bed, the window, even the old wooden dresser. It's all unmistakably his. But he only just bought this camera. How could these pictures exist? As he flips through the negatives, his fingers tremble when he reaches the last few shots. A young girl stands in the center of the room. Her back is turned in the first image. In the next, she has shifted slightly, as if sensing something. In the final photo, she faces the camera directly, her pale face framed by unkempt hair. Her eyes filled with something between sadness and terror. Ethan checks the timestamps imprinted on the negatives and feels his throat tighten. The photos were taken more than a decade ago, long before he moved into this apartment, long before he ever touched this camera. A chill seeps into his bones as he slowly backs away from the drying prints, his mind grasping for an explanation. Was it a prank? A coincidence? Or was there something else lurking in the grainy depths of these images? He swallows hard, but deep down a sense of unease settles into his chest. He isn't alone. Chapter 3. The Girl Returns. That night, Ethan tosses and turns in bed, unable to shake the feeling that something is watching him. The air in his apartment feels heavy, thick with an unplaceable tension. As he drifts into a restless sleep, a faint sound stirs him, like a whisper carried by the wind. Then, the unmistakable click of a camera shutter. His eyes snap open, his heart pounding. The room is silent, save for the rhythmic ticking of the clock on his nightstand. He sits up and scans the darkness, his breath shallow. Had he dreamed it? Was it just his overactive imagination playing tricks on him? Slowly, he swings his legs over the side of the bed and reaches for his phone. The screen glows in the darkness. 3:17 a.m. A strange unease creeps over him, making his skin prickle. Something feels off. Needing reassurance, he glances toward the stack of newly developed photographs resting on his desk. Hesitant but compelled, he walks over, his footsteps soft against the wooden floor. He flips through them again, each image unchanged, until he reaches the last one. A sharp breath catches in his throat. The photo had been different before, he's sure of it. But now, the girl is looking directly at the camera. Her wide, haunted eyes bore into his, her expression one of sheer terror. It's as if she knows something he doesn't, as if she's pleading for help. His stomach knots as he stares at the image, his fingers trembling. The worst part? He's certain that when he developed the film earlier, this wasn't how the picture looked. It had changed. Behind him, the silence of the room feels alive. And then, another click. Chapter 4. The Forgotten Truth. Determined to uncover the truth, Ethan spends hours researching the origins of the camera. He scours old forums, antique photography sites, and any records he can find. It isn't until he stumbles upon a digital archive of unsolved mysteries that he makes a chilling discovery. An article dated nearly 15 years ago details the disappearance of a girl named Emily Carter. The accompanying photograph, a grainy black and white image, sends a shiver down his spine. It is unmistakably the same girl from his developed film. But what truly unsettles him is the background, the furniture, the wallpaper. It's his apartment. His hands shake as he clicks on another link, leading to an old police report. Emily had been reported missing from the very building he now lives in. According to witness accounts, she had last been seen running frantically down the hallway outside what is now his unit, screaming about someone watching her. The report ends without a resolution, stating that Emily was never found. Ethan's breathing grows ragged as fragmented memories begin to surface, things that don't quite belong to him. A dimly lit room, the weight of a camera in his hands, the sound of a girl crying. He presses his temples, his mind racing. None of this makes sense, until it does. A sickening realization dawns on him. He isn't just discovering the past. He's a part of it. Chapter 5. The Final Shot. Ethan finds another undeveloped roll of film hidden inside the camera, tucked deep within the casing as if it had been intentionally concealed. His hands tremble slightly as he removes it, a feeling of dread creeping into his chest. With cautious movements, he sets up his darkroom again, his pulse quickening as the chemicals begin to reveal the images. The first few shots are unremarkable: grainy, underexposed frames of an empty hallway, the view outside a window, the corner of a dimly lit room. But as he advances through the negatives, his breath catches in his throat. The second-to-last photo is of his bedroom, but something is off. The lighting, the angle. It looks eerily similar to the previous roll. His fingers shake as he develops the final frame, his heartbeat a deafening drum in his ears. A gasp escapes his lips. The last photo is of himself, lying in bed, fast asleep. The timestamp in the corner confirms it was taken just last night, but his blood turns to ice when he notices the figure in the background. A shadowy presence stands near the foot of his bed, camera in hand, its features blurred yet unmistakably human. A cold chill sweeps over him as he slowly lowers the photograph. The room suddenly feels smaller, the air thick and heavy. He forces himself to breathe, his mind racing for an explanation. His eyes dart to the mirror across the room, expecting to see his own reflection staring back. Instead, the mirror captures something else. Something moving. A click echoes in the silence. But this time, Ethan isn't the one holding the camera.